Jones, I flew home yesterday, and the flight was easy, super easy, quick flight. Everything's fine, right? Super normal. Plane
Sure.
takes off, plane lands, check your bags go through. Get off the plane. I get to the baggage claim, Jones. It says 1 hour for the bags to get there. What the fuck are the bags doing? It took me 5 minutes, and I have to go through passport control, all the stuff. It took me 5 minutes to get from the plane to the baggage claim. Why is it taking the bags an hour?
See, that's some European shit there. Not that it took an hour, but that they admitted it would take an hour. In America, they say it's going to be there in 5 minutes, and then you're standing there for fucking 2 hours.
Well, it said an hour at first, and then immediately went down to 55 minutes, and then 50, and then like 30, and it was jumping. And I had to like call my mom because she was picking me up at the airport, and it just made the whole thing really confusing. I don't understand, but answer my question though. Why does it take so long?
I don't know, dude. They land the plane, and then they drag the shit off the plane. But a life goal of mine has always been to jump on that conveyor belt and go back there and see what it's like. And
In
I
the
think
back
about
with the bags?
yeah, well, you know how when they put the bags come out of that
Yeah,
thing, right?
yeah.
So and then there's a point where the bags stop coming out, but the gate's still up, and then I want to just run under there and see that thing.
Well,
you know
isn't
they
it
did it
moving?
in Toy Story?
Isn't it moving the other way? So it'd be like a treadmill.
No. You would just go on the exit part or the
What do
entrance
you mean
part.
the exit part? Yeah, but it's
Well,
moving one way. It's moving in a circle.
It's flowing in one direction, so I would
Right.
just go in the direction that's going up there to get in
But
there.
it doesn't go back in.
Sure, it goes back in.
No, it doesn't. What kind of
Dude,
baggage?
that's why you need to claim your bag before it goes back in.
No, Jones, they just go around in a circle for hours and hours and hours. I once had a time when I was young, and I just gotten like a new suitcase, and so I didn't recognize the suitcase because you got to recognize your suitcase, especially if you have like a black, easy suitcase that looks the same as the others. I just bought a new suitcase, and we went to baggage claim. It was late at night, and the bags don't come out, right? We get like 4 of our bags. We don't get the 5th one. We're waiting. It doesn't come. You just see bags just going around and around in a circle for hours. We had to go to the baggage complaint lady, people, like tell them the problem. Eventually, me, 5-year-old me, the genius that I was, realized, wait a second, that's the bag. We just didn't recognize it and went and got it. But that was only made possible because of the loop-de-loop nature of the claim. It doesn't go back inside. It just goes around the circle.
You were sitting for hours while your damn bag was on the thing?
Well, there was like 5 or 6 bags going around, so we didn't know that they were ours. I thought they were just, who are these losers that have the bags still here? It turns out we were the losers.
Why wouldn't you check the bags? You're the only people there.
Wait, you're going to open every single one and see the inside?
You don't have a tag on the bag? You tagged the bag.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You do have to tag the bag. That was at a time when we weren't tagging bags. And that was that was probably the incident that led to the current bag tagging that we do.
1845? You didn't tag the bags? They probably John Adams wrote J. Adams on his bag. Are you kidding me?
But the bag tagging industry, you have to admit, has come a long way. Now you see people, they got locks on their bags. They got ribbons on their bags. They got return to sender stickers on there. Back in the day, it was a little bit more willy-nilly. People were just taking bags off. The free-for-all to baggage claim used to be insane.
I never recall this. I always think I had something on the bag. I usually try to never check my bag, and then we'll lug a big suitcase, try to get it through security, get stopped, get turned around, and then miss my flight because I never want to deal with this shit.
Well, I never want to check the bag either, and I've become an expert at finessing the bag system. Any airplane people out there listening, ignore what I'm about to say. But the other day, again, when I was flying home yesterday, there's a limit.
Has to ignore us.
There's a limit to the bag weight what you can fly with. And me, they put the bag on the scale. I put it on the scale, but I lifted up half of the bag, so it didn't put the full weight on there. And they were like, "Yeah, it's good. It's underweight." That's the key, Jones. You got to finesse that.
You lifted it up when it was on the thing?
Yeah. I was just holding it up with my heel on one side, so it looked like it was on there. They thought the full weight was on there, but it wasn't. So they didn't charge me the overage fees.
I think the attendant in America would have reached across the table, punched me in the face, took all my stuff out of there, and just left my lifeless body in the airport. I always say I'm the nicest guy in the world, except in an airport. I think I get into a fight every single time.
Have you ever had to do, like, when your bag's overweight and they say, take some stuff out of this bag, and you have to do the inline repack? That is a nightmare. You got to pull over to the side, open up the entire suitcase, start taking shit out, putting stuff on. It's insane.
Dude, when I was going to college this semester, I put on my bag and it was like 60 pounds, but I had 2 other bags. So I was like, no, I'm going to put the other stuff in. And my dad was with me. So I pull out and my dad just watches as I open this bag and I'm just pulling clothes out left and right, putting it in my golf bag. Yeah. This guy up there, we're like, we're like screaming at each other because this guy's beefing with me. He wants no part of me. The line is stretching out of the airport. And finally, I got it down to like 49.9. Huge accomplishment.
Well, the worst, I mean, that works if you have the double-sided suitcase. You know, you the suitcase that you open and each side door's closed. My suitcase is the fucking clamshell where you open it and it's just the top. It's brutal. So if you want to take stuff out, I got to dig deep into the pits of hell to grab something out of the bottom because, of course, like on the top is like the jackets, all that really heavy stuff. It's a nightmare.
You can't use the clamshell, dude. It's 2023. You're not labeling your bags and your clamshell, and you're giving yourself no shot.
I'm tagging, but I'm not clamming. That is true.
This has been Gimme Five. Jones, Eli, appreciate you talking. Remember, follow us, Instagram, TikTok, all the places. Eli, see you next time.
See ya, Jones.